Within the Spirit Deer protocol ecosystem, we have established a truly sustainable value circulation system driven by intelligent structures operating in a stable, efficient, and closed-loop manner. The starting point of the ecosystem is the Spirit Deer swap trading pool. Within this pool, the initial value of JU is 1 million USDT, while all 260 million SD tokens are locked into the base pool. The system automatically burns 0.5% of the SD assets in the base pool daily, continuously enhancing token scarcity and forming price support, officially launching the ecosystem's operations. Users can access the system using 100 USDT or JU, and the system will configure the structure at 100% JU, while also receiving 3 times the dynamic value. The 1 to 3 dynamic value mechanism supports continuous reinvestment, creating a cycle effect and driving the healthy operation of the ecosystem. Upon participation, the contract automatically splits funds into 50% USDT and 50% JU in the swap pool, with USDT injected into the insurance pool and JU into the trading pool to complete the initial structure configuration. JU injected into swap will be automatically used to purchase SD, after which the swap pool employs a counter-cyclical release algorithm to release an equal amount of SD to the ecosystem mining pool. Users will obtain SD tokens through the SD ecosystem mining pool. The SD ecosystem mining pool produces SD based on the Spirit Deer dynamic production engine, enabling more precise and efficient release, with the produced SD flowing into users' wallets. When users sell SD, the system will deduct 10% as a withdrawal fee. Of this, 5% is allocated to Spirit Deer nodes, distributed based on community computing power weighting, and another 5% is allocated to Spirit Deer's 100 ecological communities, forming a dual-layer collaborative incentive mechanism. The remaining 90% of SD funds will be distributed proportionally, 45% for black hole destruction, 45% for reinjection into the swap pool, to build a sustainable value cycle and stabilize support for SD price increases. An additional 10% is injected into the perpetual fund, converted into USDT or JU, for circuit breaker protection and system stability, further enhancing the ecosystem's internal circulation capabilities. The Spirit Deer protocol is not built on capital accumulation to form a pyramid structure, but is driven by genuine participation to facilitate ecological circulation. Its core lies in a unique triple output mechanism. 55% allocated to individual computing power. JU value contributions increase daily, following a fair behavior coefficient. The longer the participation time, the higher the computing power weight, and the larger the release scale. Like the growth of antlers, accumulation brings strength. 40% allocated to community computing power. Community-wide activity is converted into daily continuous releases, with ecosystem value driven by collective collaboration rather than isolated operations. 5% used for competition incentives. The top 100 communities with the highest new computing power are selected weekly, with allocations based on ranking intervals. The incentive pool accumulates continuously, maintaining long-term motivation. The competition mechanism does not cause internal friction but serves as an engine driving the system's continuous evolution. This comprehensive mechanism is designed to establish a structured incentive system that encourages long-term participation, sustained collaboration, and genuine investment, rejecting short-term speculative fantasies and promoting the steady and orderly development of the ecosystem. Security safeguards and circuit breaker protection system. The Spirit Deer protocol has established multi-layered safeguards to ensure fund security and system stability. When the cumulative output value of SD falls below 50% of the principal, the system supports early redemption, automatically topping up the difference in USDT, and additionally granting 50% JU as permanent computing power, while terminating the subsequent release process. When the SD output value exceeds 50%, the redemption function is automatically disabled. Subsequently, the USDT in the insurance pool is handled according to the following proportions. 90% is injected into the market value pool, where the system automatically repurchases JU to inject into the base pool, enhancing the depth of underlying assets, improving liquidity, and providing price support. 10% flows into the perpetual fund, used for future stable repurchases and structural protection, establishing a long-term value anchor. To address extreme market conditions, the Spirit Deer protocol simultaneously introduces a 3-tier circuit breaker mechanism. Tier 1 circuit breaker: when the SD token price declines by greater than or equal to 10% within 24 hours, the swap sell function is suspended for 1 hour. Second level circuit breaker. If the coin price drops by greater than or equal to 15%, the sell function is suspended for 2 hours, and the daily output of the mining pool is reduced by 30%. Third level circuit breaker. If the coin price drops by greater than or equal to 20%, a 24-hour cooling off period is triggered, the mining pool output is suspended, and the system automatically repurchases SD to inject into the liquidity pool, restoring market balance. The circuit breaker mechanism and insurance structure work in tandem to form a systemic defense barrier for the Spirit Deer ecosystem. SD is not just a token, it embodies rules, collaboration, and the future. Join the Spirit Deer protocol and participate in building a truly sustainable Web3 value network.